Since 2010, this family-owned wine store quickly became the preeminent retailer of wine here in Asheville, North Carolina. Hi, I'm Cricket with Asheville Luxury Brokers, and today I'm at a local's favorite, a place where they pride themselves on providing wine for the people. So welcome to Table Wine, where my town is your town. So Josh, you've owned the store, a family-owned store. You've owned it for about 10 years now.
Yes.
What inspired you to open it?
So I had always wanted to open my own wine store. I started in wine back in the late 1990s. I'm from Missouri originally, and
Is that wine country?
It is actually home to the first AVA in the United States. Augusta in Missouri is the first AVA. I was actually just back in Missouri to visit my mom for like the first time in a year and a half, and the wines are, they do a lot of German-inspired wines. So they do a lot of sweeter wines. The wines are good. They're not my favorites. But anyway, after college, I went to the University of Missouri in Columbia and got a degree in history. Had planned to go to law school, but didn't want to go back to school quite yet. So I moved to Colorado and ended up in Aspen, Colorado. And the first job that I came across was at a wine store in Snowmass Village. I applied for it. I had a retail background, just as like a clerk, a stock boy, and got the job there and really got into wine. The history degree came in really handy for retention of useless information. And met my wife out there, and we got married in 2001, moved to the DC area. I continued working in wine, went into distribution and sales. Didn't really dig the DC scene, wanted to be back in the mountains. So in 2003, we moved to Asheville. Got a job at a wine store downtown, worked there for a couple of years, went back into sales for an importer distributor, did that for about 6 years, and then the dream of owning my own wine store came to fruition in 2010.
That's
I opened.
Wonderful.
We're actually coming up, next year will be 11 years.
Wow, 11 years.
11
That's
years.
Fantastic.
So it's
what would you say the focus, your focus? I know initially it was bringing the wines to the people. Has that focus changed, or is it still similar? Or tell me about that.
Yeah, it's still the same. It's still, we look for under the radar, lesser known wines from smaller family owned and operated wineries from all over the world. So that what you just said, bringing the wines to the people, is something that we do. We're very active with our marketing on social media, a weekly newsletter.
I love that newsletter.
Thank you so much. I put a lot. That's my little pet project, and everything that's written, on the website. We have a new website as well, which is a full e-commerce website with all of our inventory on there. That was a big project. But all of the wines, when a wine is written up, that's been written up by me or one of my staff, we've taken the time to research the wine and bring the wine to the people.
There's a bunch of wine in here.
Sure.
I mean, it's overwhelming with all the different bottles of wine. I would be overwhelmed. How do you help someone like me? I mean, I know you've got connoisseurs. I'm just kind of a novice with this. How do you help people with that?
We talk is the main thing. We have a conversation about what you like and what you don't like. Based on that, we're able to make recommendations. We're able to kind of, I think, broaden people's horizons from just drinking the same 8 grape varieties that most people drink their entire lives. It's like, oh, you like Cabernet? Maybe you should try Priorat. Oh, you like Chardonnay? Maybe you should try Soave. Of course, we carry Cabernet and Chardonnay, but there's a wide world of wine out there, thousands of different grape varieties. We find that some of the best values come from regions and grapes that are a little lesser known. And we love sharing that with people and helping them expand their horizons.
I'm curious, are there any fan favorites in the store?
After 11 years, there's a lot. There's a lot. There are some wines that, like, it doesn't matter how many times I feature them, we just sell them a lot. We sell a lot of white Burgundy in this store, which would
That was in the newsletter.
Yes. We're featuring 2 white, well, actually, there were 4. One of them sold out, but we're featuring 3 white Burgundies right now. Our customers seem to like white Burgundies a lot.
So do you do functions still?
We have not started back up with functions yet. We're kind of going back into that easy. We're looking at hopefully in the fall to start doing some tastings again.
Nice.
But we do plan to start some tastings back. For now, what we're doing is we're always trying to have like a bottle or 2 open, so that when people come in, if it's something we're really hot on, we'll just say, hey, you want to taste a little splash of this?
I think I'll take you
we
up
will
on
do.
that. Wow, I didn't know there was so much to know about wines. So if you're a seasoned connoisseur or a little bit intimidated, you're here to help.
Absolutely.
So thank you again, Table Wine. It's
Thank you.
been fun to be here today. You're located at 1550 Hendersonville Road here in Asheville, North Carolina.
Cheers.
Cheers, Josh.